since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head downstairs, they were like, see the car going air, they were like, so I stepped downstairs, they were like, ooh yeah, see the car going air, they were like, ooh yeah, crazed and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about it? So I stepped downstairs.
We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New York Jets. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 14. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Just how they wanted to start this one, in the end zone on their first possession.
And that just happened. How about that play right there? As you said, opening possession, setting the tone for everything. Now, I'm going to look forward a little bit now because everyone should be celebrating his catch in the end zone. The tight end gets a little bit of love. But if you're a receiver on the team, you should be thinking to yourself, boy, oh boy, things are going to open up the rest of the game if they have to focus on him as well.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. If you want a lesson on how to defeat an offensive tackle, that was pretty textbook.
Is that a clip and save? That's what's going to go around the league, and people are going to watch that and say, my goodness, that's how you do it? And I feel awful for the offensive tackle because we always talk about the athleticism of that guy who just beat him. Well, you have to be athletic to try and block that guy. Just in this case, the defense won.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 4. Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game that will continue after picking up another 1st there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from evening this one up. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Rodgers now on first down. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. He's going to have the first down and more than that. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Alan Lazard, 38 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Get up the gut. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize the strategic football and understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Prescott to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Now Rodgers. The out route, he finds Hardman. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll set up the screen for Hall. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
They'll run with Hall. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Rodgers with a keeper. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. Driving for the goal line, but he's marked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this 1st half will come to a close. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. 90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A gain of 3, second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Down at the 25. And they're going to speed things up here. Here's Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone,
nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys' offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Prescott to throw it. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
Stopped in his tracks by Ahmad Gardner.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Here's Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Prescott. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now, and they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Charles, in these lower scoring games, you know it better than anybody. Points are at such a premium, but taking care of the football is king. They play turnover free from whistle to whistle, and they come through with a victory.
Yeah, and that's what won them the game, because even doing it that way, being that clean partner, they weren't able to really run away with this game. So that tells us just how important it was to make sure you played mistake-free football. That led to the victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Can I talk my... Come on! That other side. The Oakley way. Hey. C5. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep. And I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss. Remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. But don't get it twisted, still clocking big digits. On Rodeo, big spending, all the cribs luxury. I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'ma take them both back to the penthouse and get. That's how it's supposed to be. Life is beautiful, I'm doing you won't believe. Flew out to Colombia and brought me home some. Used to be the underdog, now they book me overseas. And I don't wanna be nobody else, nigga. Do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me. I am God and God is me. Dream so big might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money. I used to wanna be like Wayne. I used to wanna be like Nip with the Cuban link chain. I used to rap like Jay, trying to make me a name. Now all I do is C5, and I'ma stay in my lane. I could do anything I put my mind to, that's facts. I wanna be a so I start. I like so I went on and start flipping packs. I heard the drought 3 and said, dog, I'm a rap. I did that. has superseded expectation. I refuse to settle for anything less than greatness. I'm the hottest rapper on the West, let's just face it. So put that pride to the side, then let's get paper. Can't nobody do me like I do me. And I don't care to be nobody else, cause I'm unique. I'm fine with me, I am God and God is me. Dream so big, might die in my sleep, but I ain't running from it. It's only a loss if you ain't learned nothing from it. I turned to a boss, remember I was under budget. Now I pay the staff off and fly them to another country. It's for the love of the game, never for the love of money.
Bars, C5, just incredible. Hunger flow too. It's easy. Incredible.
MC, Cole, Kendrick, and me. Instead of comparing the three, let us exist in peace. I'm really just getting started. You've only witnessed the tease. 10,000 steps ahead as I choke on it. 2017 was my moment of truth. I was a year away from not being known as a youth. Approaching manhood. Peach fuzz covered my chin. Even then, I would leave rap going with the wind. I'm not a Muslim, so why would I lie or pretend? I'm not too good at following trends. I am the trend. I am the truth. I am the God. I am the Zen. There is no way around it. My just make amends. These flows are coated golden. If you then I must be the cold and exploding what the commode is. Real soon they're gonna have to mention Mr. Clay the magician with the greatest of Drizzy, Drakes, and Wheezies, Andres and Jiggers, Pac, Biggie, and Nas, Face Mob, Yeezy, and Raekwon. It's easy to say these things looking for clout, but this is non-fiction. The proof's in the pudding, it's none missing. You and your opinion, you can stick that up your... I jumped to touch the sky and landed on planet Uranus. Houston, we got a problem. No need to look for solutions. I'm stacking Eisenhowers. Deceased presidents in the wall in my residence as I increase stepping on balling forever while kissing the sweet melanin of a broad that I met in the Netherlands. Address me as Marcus Clay, the developing veteran. That's why I got no time to sleep. I gotta creep the late night to get this cake debate right. I'm thinking real estate licenses. I've seen multiple moments of indecisiveness. I got scars on my back that resemble tiger slits. When it's all said and done, I'll be one of the greatest you know. The only one left like a by the Uno. But who knows what the future holds? My moving stupid. Most of you do it for the internet, and I'm not into that. And that's the disconnect. Comparing me to these rappers is disrespectful.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New York Jets. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And his first look is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Ball again on second down.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 27-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
On 2nd down, a run. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Ball again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Lazard. Touchdown Jets.
Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Jets post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Armstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
You block over here.
Rodgers going to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Knight. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now Rodgers. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they take advantage of what looked like an unsure defense. They wind up getting 8 on 4th and 3. Back to the ground with Hall. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Raheem Mostert in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to break the tie just before halftime. Now they just don't want anything crazy to happen on the ensuing kickoff.
Yeah, they want to just add the extra point, get the kickoff taken care of, and get to the locker room with the lead that they fought so hard to get.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Jets 7. Jason Sanders to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jets 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Jets are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And check down, complete to Hall.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hall ought to give up the middle. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the left sideline.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, They're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
44. Ready. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 21-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, I get
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a f***. I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, same, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, oh, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm trying to drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through the town. I can't even put my phone down.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Caleb Shudak has us teed up, ready to do the honors. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he returns this to the 22. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to throw, Pickett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Second down, they go again with Henry. He'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. Shoves him away. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. That's swung out wide to Harris. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so. But maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1.
Let's go.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 56 yards on the ground for him so far.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Henry. And a short gain down to about the 33.
But when you go from 2nd to 4 to 3rd and 3, That just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, Henry.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Now Tannehill going to move him around.
A first down carry for Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Henry up the middle. There's a nice move. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Titans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back. And got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Pickett now on first down. On the sideline, he's got Austin.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 23 yards on the play.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the end zone, here's Julius Chestnut. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
A toss left. Henry. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Running left, it's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. The handoff, running left, Henry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll run. It's Henry. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Again to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Derrick Henry. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They'll run with Henry. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. 3-4 defense, and that O-line really dominated the D-line on that play.
And think of it this way. With a 3-4, you have a natural bubble over each guard because those guys don't have defenders over them. Oftentimes, if you want to run up the middle, they can get upfield and get on the linebackers right now, and that gives the running back a heck of a chance to get into the secondary.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Off play action. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here's 3rd down at 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Here's Pickett. Throw outside complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26.
Party got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. On 3rd down, 1. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Steelers have won the game. Well, this is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half, that has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film.